inside that uplink. He carried it over to the hard point, but now is he going to be able to carry it into search and destroy?
Right, and just to be specific, these statistics that we're looking at from Formal are across the entire tournament. This is not series specific, so very impressive stuff from Formal, who despite starting off slow has definitely brought it back from the uplink and on. So I look to see what he can do in this game 5 here. On the side of Enigma 6 though, we've seen that Proto has been no slouch across many of these maps. Cade is also contributing in a very big way, despite not putting up massive numbers. So I want to give him a quick shout out too.
From the side of Enigma 6, this needs to be the royalty show. He's the guy yesterday against Evil Geniuses who was able to make some big plays. He was able to clutch up in 1 versus 2, 1v1s as well, but it came down to the 1v1 with Parasite, which he did end up losing, but he went huge for them in that search and destroy in sort of a win, move forward, or you're going to get bumped down to the loser's bracket match. He did everything he could. He dropped double-digit kills as well, so this is my guy with the pressure, with their backs against the wall.
So you're looking at the new guy. You're expecting royalty to do something here.
The Canadian monster.
I just really feel like you can't, I feel like we're doing a disservice to Cade to not mention the big plays that he's had. I mean, there have been so many double kills that he's gotten to stop the drone in uplink. He had 4 plants in the search and destroy when Enigma 6 was hitting that B site over and over again. No hesitation to play that objective. I feel like he's been contributing a lot. Even in the respawns, stopping Optic Gaming on the rotation. He was always the player ahead, watching that cut as the front line. So I look to see him do some damage here in this S&D.
Oh, it's going to be intense as the players do load up here. The map is going to be throwback. The game mode that we all know and love is going to be search and destroy. So much pressure on the boys from Optic Gaming right here after a rough finish in the playoffs. Now coming into this, they could be going home to Enigma 6, but map number 5 is underway. We're going to start this one off with the offensive side, and the guy I said to watch, it's going to be Royalty. He will be the bomb carrier as well, and that B site is completely wide open.
All wide open for the offensive play of Enigma 6, and man, this is going to be the start of what should be a crazy search and destroy. It seems like Optic Gaming and Enigma 6 in the later stages of these tournaments always seem to put on a show. Crimsix starting things off with a kill onto Proto for first blood.
And you see they have a bomb planted in a position where you can watch it from that back blue area. Now it's just a question, how are Optic Gaming going to attack this? You have Crimsix with an E-Rad, Scump as well. Karma has the K-Bar, so look for him to put down some shots. But this is where Formal is going to come big. He's coming around here on the flank. He spots Royalty. He takes him out. 2 more players over by blue. 20 seconds trying to get this bomb defused. You see the 4 walls of green go towards the side of Enigma 6, and just like that, they are going to take the first round here. Defuse is going to be going to Karma.
The OG fans roaring after every round cannot feel good for Enigma 6. They need to respond here soon. They just need... The best thing for them is silence between rounds. Honestly, in a situation like this, that has to be demoralizing to deal with.
It definitely does. And it all started there with Formal coming around on the pinch. He found himself 2 kills in that round. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the defuse because it would have been detonated by the time that he would have gotten there as well. But they do get the first round there on the board. So now let's see how Optic Gaming decides to attack here on offense. Again, Crimsix with the E-Rad in hand as well as Scump. Jammer grenade for Scump and the Flechette as well. Karma going to be pushing straight down onto this A site. The Flechette is going to go outside for him, but the 4-man stack over towards mid is Optic Gaming's game plan. So far, no shots have been traded yet.
No kills from Enigma 6 other than Cade's single kill last round. Karma looks to plant this bomb, but he knows there has to be someone nearby. Checking that corner, loses the gunfight to Proto, though, so he's going to maintain his strong position as well as eyes on the bomb. He needs to communicate that to the rest of his team. Cade is in a good position to protect it with them. Optic Gaming has a pretty big disadvantage to work with.
Formal's getting himself into a position up in top tick. He spots 1 player, man. That's going to be General. Gets him tagged up to 1 shot. He's going to be forced to retreat, but that gives Scump the go-ahead to try to get aggressive to take out General, but the health has been regened. See what Formal and Scump are going to be able to do here. 40 seconds left to work with. That bomb is down on the side of A towards Enigma 6's base. See how they're going to be able to play this one. Blue player on site. The jammer grenade is going to hit. He's going to be able to take out Cade. 1 more player going to be directly around the corner. That is going to be Royalty and Proto. But no, just like that, it's going to be Enigma 6 getting the round on the board.
There it is. E6 gets around on the board. And like I said, you just want to hear golf claps at the end of these rounds. You really don't want to hear these OG fans screaming at you in such a high-pressure moment. And there it is as they get 1 on the board to tie things up here, Dirk.
Formal's in a very sticky situation now with the MV4 towards that A site. You saw the pinch come in from Enigma 6. Great way to close out that round. So now tied up 1-1 as Enigma 6 heads back on the offensive. Cade is going to be your bomb carrier every single time for the side of Enigma 6. Seeing the hit onto A. The Flechettes are going to go out as well. Royalty's getting very, very aggressive here. He's pushing straight up with that K-bar, trying to find a player here towards this barn area. The first blood is going to be going to the side of Enigma 6.
General finds a big kill. We got one E6 player behind enemy lines. He was going on a really slow flank here, but inevitably is able to find the kill and get 2 rounds on the board. E6 was looking good in the looking okay in the first S&D on the offensive rounds, and they're looking to repeat that here in this search and destroy, as we see Royalty closing it out in our round-ending kill cam.
2-1 lead now. Like you said, if you're on the side of Enigma 6, you want to be winning these rounds because you know as soon as Optic Gaming gets a kill or they win a round, you're going to hear that crowd right behind you screaming and yelling for their team to try to pull this one out. Karma does have that bomb in hand. Going to see a similar strategy. 2-time are going to push mid. That's going to be Scump and as well as Crim6. They're going to be able to get some trades, but it's going to be Enigma 6 coming out on top of that one. Bomb looks like it might be going down, but no, Karma is just playing on that ace site, but now he's going to be left last line. Royalty flies over top.
That's an ace.
Just like that.
That's an ace.
The Canadian battle and Royalty comes out on top of this one over Karma. You're going to see him in your final kill cam.
Royalty dons the crown, wiping away the entirety of the green wall in what felt like 10 seconds or less, making it look easy as he runs through them in that S&D round. Let's take a look at his payload progress, man, as well as his score streaks. That's a big moment for him.
See this, Royalty is getting very close to that reactive armor here in round number 5. 125 off that Trinity rocket as well. See what he does here, pushing straight onto the site. This bomb is going to be going down. I'm wondering if Form was able to get eyes on him, but General is going to come out on top in that MV4 battle. One more player around the corner. That's going to be Karma.
Keep him alive.
And just like that, one more player left alive for Optic Gaming. Scump finds one. Now it's just a 1 versus 3. Turns around. He's able to find Royalty. Can he find the third? He thinks okay. But no, the kills are going to come in and it's traded, and Optic Gaming falls in that round.
Their entire goal right there was to just get the quick plant, keep Royalty alive. That's why you saw the NV4 player sitting behind him and looking over him. His life isn't important, it's Royalty's life, and they do just that, trying to continue those score streaks and that payload progress, because an early reactive armor could mean the end of Optic Gaming's tournament run. This Game 5 is the end of it for one of these two teams, and Enigma 6 has a massive lead built for them right now.
Let's see if Optic is going to be able to bounce back here. The flechette comes in, the aggressiveness coming on from Royalty, but Scump is going to be able to counteract that one. Now man advantage going towards Optic Gaming. See the 2 players positioned over by middle map. Karma has to go ahead to get this bomb down. Kate is laying down some shots, and Crim6 is going to come on top of that engagement. General, he's been on fire so far, as well as Proto. Now Crim6 left in a 1 versus 2. He finds one, but now it is Enigma 6 leading 5-1 over Optic Gaming in a win-or-go-home match.
Enigma 6. Can they do it? 5 rounds up against Optic Gaming's 1 in this elimination match. This is Optic's last chance. No more mistakes from here on out, but the lead that E6 has built for themselves, and not just the score, but payload progression, score streak earning. That's a lot to work through for 5 rounds straight, and General is approaching that bombardment. Let's keep an eye on this guy.
So much utility to work with here. Can Optic Gaming do the impossible and come back? We've seen it in the past. Cade is going to be on that bomb site. He flows the flechette out, but you see through the X-ray, see all the players stacked there. Royalty is going to be able to find a kill, but it's immediately going to be traded out. So now it is a 3 versus 3 situation. The Scarab is into play. General's able to find one. That's going to freeze him in place just for a little bit, but nobody is there for the trade. General has the Trinity rocket in. He fires it down. He's not going to be able to pick up anything, but he is going to gather so much intel for his team.
This is a very expensive round from the side of Enigma 6. That's a Scarab and a Trinity rocket gone, and he still doesn't even have the bombardment secured. So he needs to stay alive and find this bombardment if they lose this round. He can't do it. Crim6 with a big shutdown. He has to know how valuable that kill is. Traps the player on the bomb. That's a big stop right there. OG turns it around.
The comeback, it all starts with just 1 round, and you continue 1 round at a time. Crim6 now just 100 off that Scarab there as well. And we have to go backtrack and talk about how much General just invested into that round. The Trinity rocket as well as the Scarab. And they did end up losing. So now the side is switching. If you guys are just now tuning in, this is an elimination match between Optic Gaming and Enigma 6. Loser is gone from the tournament. Proto has that active camo, and General has the FTL jump to go as well. Let's see how Optic Gaming attacks this one. We're going to see the similar thing that we see in the last round, too. 2 going towards mid. Karma, the bomb carrier, pushing over towards mid as well.
Karma, being the closest one to the Enigma 6 roster, could be a little dangerous should they decide to get aggressive here. And it looks like that might happen here. One under underpass, player 4, that's General. He catches him in his back. He doesn't have time to check the body for the bomb, though. Proto with the camo play, spots a player on bus, has to win that gunfight. He does just that. Scump in a 1 versus 3 with the reactive armor, finds a clutch kill. Enigma 6 closes it out at 6-2. That is the end of Optic's run.
And Optic Gaming, you are sent home packing. Enigma 6 comes out there.